How do you know how to like rotate this? I just like twist this thing right. Oh, I was trying to figure out how to adjust this so that it is up a little bit higher. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. All right. Thank you. All right. Check. Oh, we'll need John. We'll need John's finger. You're gonna get John's finger? Not every night. No. Just tonight. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, that's good. And the A on Abdul is fake tits. Check, check. Checking.
Hello? Yeah, there we go. Hello?
want me to move? You want me to go ask John?
Give him a hand job, foot job, something.
That sounds...
Man, I can't remember what the fuck I was gonna say, man. Oh, I remember. Oh, that distracts you, man. Them foot jobs and hand jobs. Yeah, let me tell this damn girl, man.
Some sweet hog mama with a face like a jet. Said my get up and go, Mr. Gotta be wet. Got good news, but you're a real good liar. Cause your backstage lover set your pants on fire. Yes, it did.
So before you.
All right. Thanks, Jesse.
Title of this email: First time advice for women. First time. We gave advice.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we don't have any. Yeah, we could start whenever.
All right. Are we recording this?
We are recording it. Yeah.
Not on Audacity.
Jesse's recording it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
I know. Right?
Jesse's the best. He knows everything.
He really is the best,
Yeah.
dude.
He's just gonna come do the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have any intro music, so
No.
we just kind of get going.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I mean, we prefer if you don't.
You should,
but
Drew. Can you leave the door open? Thank you.
I want to hear everyone
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want as much.
Simulate the crowd noise.
I want as much background noise as possible. I feel like I can't rotate my head right now.
You can't, dude. You're
I
not
don't like
allowed.
not being able to look around.
Well, you're stuck. Exactly how it is. All right. We rolling? We recording?
I mean, you said we were, so
All right, let's
I
do
trust
it.
your judgment on this.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We're doing it first.
Am I alive right now?
We're live.
No,
This is
alive. I mean, am I alive?
No.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure not.
If I died and like there was going to be a purgatory, I think it'd be this.
It would be similar to
Yeah,
this.
it'd be setting up a live podcast for eternity.
It is a pain, but we got it.
Yeah.
A little help from
Well,
our
Jesse
friends.
got it.
Jesse got
Yeah.
it.
Well, do you want to?
Well, I mean, we're doing a first live podcast recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're in front of, well, it's our friends, you know? Very supportive friends and
mean,
one crowd member. Hello?
Would you call them friends?
Yeah.
All
I say
right.
they're come
Yeah.
on, don't attack them like that.
No, but I'm going to attack them because right now we're doing the podcast. No one's going to attack us back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We have voice of God right now.
Yeah. We get to say whatever
He's
we
not
want,
listening.
dude.
All right. Well, we're doing a live podcast recording. This is the Unmotivated podcast. I am David Samuel.
I'm Sam Hochhalter.
Sitting next to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what we do here is we watch motivational videos. Anything where people are trying to give you life advice or show off success of any kind. This is we talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. A lot's been going on though lately.
Yeah, we got a lot to
Personal
talk
lives.
about. We got a lot to cover, honestly,
I
since
have
our
to,
last episode a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we had to cancel one because of your
Well, because your fucking roommate, dude.
No. Well, yeah. I mean,
Twice.
twice.
That guy keeps getting in the way of our podcast.
First, he was loud and fighting with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then second, he was quiet, like unusually, unusually quiet. You know,
Oh.
never to make a sound again, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but we've been moving around. I've been moving around a lot. Yeah, but now I'm settled. Now I'm living with a girlfriend, unfortunately.
Are you gonna elaborate what happened with the roommate?
It's kind of a
Are you
bummer.
just gonna glaze over it the way Americans always glaze over death, the way that they do?
Yeah, I mean, he...
Let's talk about it.
what's it called? Seppuku? What's that? Where like,
Yeah.
seppuku? Yeah, he seppuku'd himself.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the
Yeah,
audience is
at least
gasping now.
one person in the audience
Yeah.
is confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, pretty much I had a roommate that was dead. And
Yeah.
so I had I was living in a haunted mansion, you know?
Yeah. Does it get more unmotivated
I mean, he would
than
even
that,
actually
man?
he would even actually get upset
Yeah.
that I was saying roommate. He always corrected me and said housemate because I
Right.
didn't want people to think that we're sharing a room. Yeah, I swear to
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
He really didn't want people to think you were sharing a room.
No, I mean
Yeah.
for a good reason
Yeah,
too. It would've been-
forever now.
Yeah, it would have been rough to wake up.
Yeah.
Well, rough to wake up to that, but
Yeah.
we're good now.
Yeah.
We moved on.
I mean, we're good. You and I. are
yeah,
good.
I'm fine. Yeah, no,
we're fine.
I got a claw on me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm feeling good. But now, I went to Cleveland, Ohio, visited my girlfriend's parents.
Yeah.
That was fun. Cleveland's a nice place.
Yeah.
It is like the Sacramento of the Midwest. That's how I would describe it. Like, you have to drive everywhere.
Yeah.
There is no... I mean, we did take a bus, but I got to see what
So you
Cleveland
didn't-
bus system... Exactly the same. Turns out in every city, bus drivers yell at you. That's like... Every city, they do that. I feel weird 'cause I'm like at a 90-degree
Yeah,
angle.
no, dude, I really want to bring that
Yeah,
up.
you
'cause,
talk
yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
'cause
move.
I think it's better when we can see each other's faces.
Yeah,
I feel more comfortable when I can look at you the whole time.
like we're
I get that
talking.
sense of validation that I can say anything I want and no one's gonna judge me.
Yeah.
But now this room is filled with people who judge me on a regular basis, and
How will I know when to interrupt you if I can't see your face?
yeah.
You know,
All right, yeah, let's just rotate.
yeah. Yeah, but
Yeah.
went to Cleveland. Now I'm living with the girl. Actually, tonight she texted me like, "Hey, my dad wants to listen to your guys' podcast.
Uh-oh.
Where can he check that out at?" And he really liked me, and now not so sure. You know.
He's gonna hate you.
Well, I don't know. He did refer to black people unironically as brothers.
Oops.
I know, right? So I think he'll like the podcast, actually.
Yep.
I think
Shout
he'll
out
be a
to our
fan.
brothers.
No, I mean, he might have been
a
kidding.
lot of brothers listen
He
to
actually
this
was
podcast.
he was a
right?
former stand-up comedian.
Really?
Yeah, kind of
You told me that before.
intimidating. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of an intimidating energy. But I think I'm like what's nice about hanging out with comics is like you're used to like trying to find a place to talk.
Yeah.
So like when you're around intense energies, it's not as intimidating anymore
Yeah.
as it used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not just trying to riff on everything you say.
No, he was fantastic. I
Yeah.
liked her whole family. Unfortunately, It's like not unfortunately,
Yeah,
but
now you
it's like
can't. Now you can't break up with her as
you-
easy.
well, yeah, well, no, but I don't. You kind of roll the dice a little bit.
Yeah.
That it's like if your girlfriend likes her parents, then obviously you want the parents to like you.
Yeah.
And if your girlfriend hates her parents, then you don't want her parents to like you. Right?
Yeah, I
Like
get
you
that.
kind of want them to hate you too, so then you feel cool, you know?
I feel cool all the time, man. I don't need. I
Uh-huh.
don't need anyone's validation.
Well,
to
that's
feel
you.
Cool.
As soon as you take off your glasses, all
Yeah.
of a sudden,
Yeah, I'm not wearing my glasses. I'm wearing my contacts now. I feel like
I don't like it.
I feel like the hot librarian who just took her glasses off.
And it just got less hot. Is that what you're saying? I don't know what the.
Damn, dude, what stickers up your ass today? You're all mad 'cause I forgot to bring the laptop. Is that it? We got to talk about this right now on the podcast. You're pissed 'cause you texted me earlier today. You're like, Sam, you have one job, bring the laptop. And then I showed up before the podcast on time, and
I was on time. I was just gonna hand roll.
you were getting a hand roll.
But
next
it's
door.
you know, just because I'm using a computer from 1998 and I can't move it around, you know. No, it's fine. I'm not mad about it.
No, you're
You
mad,
just set
dude.
me up too easy there, you know.
Yeah.
I did learn though you can cut onions
Huh.
without crying with contacts. So that sounds nice. Actually, one of the dishwashers that works, he wraps plastic wrap around his face whenever he cuts onions.
Could he breathe?
I'm like, dude, you're cutting onions, not people. You know, like you don't have to worry about splatter. Yeah, no, it's cool. What you been up to, dude? You have a girlfriend.
Well, you know, it's a
Let's talk
husband.
about that. We
Yeah.
got into my shit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm dating a person. You could put it that way. We are we
Oh,
are
yeah.
official now.
What am I supposed to say? You have a they friend?
Yeah.
Is that really what it is?
Yeah, I like.
No, it's not.
I like referring to them as my boyfriend. Honestly,
Why?
I don't know, 'cause it's like, you know, what is a label? You can see I've really drank the Kool-Aid of neutrality.
Yeah, you really
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
Dude. You're turning.
Yeah.
I thought university messed you up real bad.
Yeah.
But this, you called it really? It's a they friend?
I don't know. I don't use words for it.
What do you mean? I mean, I guess partner's gender neutral.
I don't know. I'm just
But
like,
I feel like a douchebag every time I say like my partner.
yeah,
I don't know why.
yeah. I feel like
'Cause
I
then people are like, oh, it's, you know, I feel like they think I'm gay. Not that, you know, yeah.
not that I am gay.
Well, then I have to.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, what's his name? I'm like, actually, it's a girlfriend. They're like, oh, why don't you just say that? You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude.
Maybe not. Maybe that hasn't been your experience.
I'll start calling him my son, my child.
You're dating your son.
Yeah,
That's less weird.
yeah.
Then
Quit looking at my child like that. That's my son.
look,
Get the fuck away from him.
you leave me and my
Stop
son.
looking at my son's tits. It's making me uncomfortable. Only I'm allowed to grab my son's tits.
Horrible. Yeah,
It's just
alright.
2020. You know, nothing means anything anymore. All
Yeah.
labels, they just. Who cares, man? Is it a podcast? Is it just two guys sitting in front of microphones? One of them drinking, one of them angry about the other one not bringing a laptop today, and
I'm not angry. You keep accusing me of being angry. I'm disappointed, which is worse.
sorry, Dad.
It's all right. I can't call you son now 'cause they think we're dating. You know.
Yeah. Speaking of parental child relationships, my
Yeah.
parents heard my stand up for the first time just a few weeks ago.
Oof.
Yeah, we have not really talked since.
Really?
Yeah. This is the
Do-
fir-
Are they the type to disown for something like that?
well, apparently.
Are they gonna listen to this?
I
Have they listened to this?
I don't know if they've listened to this. My mom wants to listen to this.
Yeah.
I'm
And you
like-
just keep telling her the
I'm
wrong
like,
name of the podcast.
Yeah. I'm like, it's called the Joe Rogan Experience.
Like I'm doing really well,
Yeah.
actually. I'm on NPR now,
Yeah.
actually. All things considered.
It's called Tiny Desk Concert.
My dad would be less proud of me if he found out I was on NPR.
Yeah. Is he very Republican?
Oh yeah.
It's just like very. I'm gonna
Oh yeah, we can't talk about it.
Can't talk about what.
Well, I see him once every like 3 months or so,
Mm.
and that's like one of the topics that I refuse to bring up. Which actually, this is a good story. Well, I guess I don't know, whatever. But this is the type of person my dad is, right? So when I got the call that my roommate had killed himself,
Yeah.
'cause that's what happened.
Mhm.
When I got the call, I was sitting directly across from my dad at a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Told my dad what was happening. He acted like it wasn't happening. And then the next day, I was like going over to drop off like crossword puzzles 'cause that's all he fucking does. So I'm going off to drop off some crossword puzzles, and he does no mention.
Hold on. You went to drop off crossword puzzles for your dad.
Yeah,
That probably looks really funny for a passerby. You walking around with. Oh wait.
with crossword puzzles.
Yeah. Wait. I thought of like regular puzzles for a second. Like you
Yeah.
just walking around with like
The people at Safeway were
like
they're
Fisher Price. You're like, what are you going to do? I'm going to hang out with my dad.
They're like, you're not a 75-year-old widow. Why are you behind crossword puzzles? You
Yeah.
know? Yeah, but I went to drop off the crossword puzzles to him.
Yeah.
'Cause that's all he does. Well,
Yeah.
he got 3 DUIs in a week, so he's not allowed to drive. The court frowns upon that, right?
Yeah.
They're not too happy about that.
It's not
Uh,
just illegal now. It's just frowned
Oh,
upon.
They actually he got a sentence. He got a sentence I've never even heard of. He's banned from driving for 10 years. Yeah, 10 years, dude. He spent 460 days or something in like jail light. You know, it's like
Jail
a
light.
Yeah, it's like a
driving jail.
diet jail. He was in
Yeah.
diet jail. It's like a halfway house or whatever.
It's when you can drive your car. You just need a buddy to come blow into the breathalyzer to get it started.
No, dude, not even that. I would do that for him just so he'd leave me the fuck alone. Look, dude, I'll come over and blow in your shit so I don't have to buy your stupid crossword puzzles. But so I would go.
So
over
he doesn't listen to the podcast.
No,
No,
he doesn't even know how Netflix works. He couldn't find this if he tried. You know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so we go over to, and he doesn't. This is the day after.
Mhm.
He knows exactly what's been happening. Not even a mention of like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
It was just like, he's like, thanks for the crossword puzzles. You want to smoke a cigarette? That was literally, that was my dad, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, so that was a fun time.
Really? 'Cause it sounds traumatic.
No, I
It
was,
sounds.
he's banned
I think
from
I know why
driving.
you do stand up now.
He's banned from driving for 10 years. He can't come get me if he wanted to. He'd have to call an Uber to come murder me. Yeah, but, yeah.
Where does your dad live? Yeah, on the podcast. Let's announce it.
He
What's his
lives-
address?
Yeah,
Where do you live?
he lives in a
Where-
fucking,
Where does your girlfriend live?
he lives in a retirement trailer park, and he has an 80-year-old roommate. And it's so funny because
Man, life's a trip, huh?
it is a trip, dude. This guy too. I mean, they're both like Trump supporters, so they're like perfect for each other.
Yeah, that's cute.
But
Well, that's nice.
it's
He's-
so
he's got
funny
company then.
because
That's-
like
yeah.
most people in their like 70s, 'cause my dad's old, most people in their 70s, you know, are retired, and
Yeah.
they are, you know, looking at like vacation homes or investments or something. Like they have all this money that they've accumulated.
Yeah.
And he has a roommate. He has an 80-year-old roommate, and my dad still complains about like exactly like what you would. The guy's 80, and my dad's like, he doesn't do his dishes. Like, dude, Jesus, dude. Oh my God.
He's like, yeah, I didn't get any sleep last night. Missed my final this morning 'cause my roommate was up all night banging some chick. This is
There's
so
actually-
loud.
Dude, there's actually a blind lady that this guy, the 80-year-old guy, has sex with.
Yeah.
And she like was like there at his apparently at his trailer for like 2 weeks. And my dad just like complained, like she's just knocking stuff off the fucking counters and shit. I'm like, dude, she's blind. Like, relax, you know. Yeah, he's like fucking socks, you know. There's socks everywhere. I'm like, he's 80, dude. You know. Relax.
Why is he leaving socks?
'Cause he's 80 years old. He's giving my dad advice. My dad's 73. He's giving my dad advice. Like, when you're
Your
my
dad
age.
is 73?
Yeah, he's 73. Yeah, dude.
How old are you?
25.
53.
Yeah, and I'm the oldest, so he had me when he was 48.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's like, it's interesting 'cause
Jesus Christ, that's old.
yeah, I mean, I
He's still
relate.
shooting out bullets at 48. Some powerful
yeah, what?
sperm.
You shoot bullets.
Your whole life?
We never don't have a limit. Like, I say that women expire at 26. Men don't start until 35. And you just go forever, you know? But yeah, so old dad. So I relate. Like I have experiences. Like my dad hit me, but not like in a violent way.
You said your dad hit you, right?
Yeah, but not in a violent not in a violent way. In a way that's
Like the way Adrian Peterson
mean,
hits his kids.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Not like it's like for him it doesn't have the same meaning
Yeah.
that like it would if you're like 35 and beating your kid.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it was like a...
Yeah, it's like a adjustment.
Yeah, dude.
That's maybe not good either. Now that I'm reflecting on it. Oh.
You sound like a victim.
No, I'm fine.
All right.
I actually fought my dad. I fist fought my dad and I beat him.
Oh, that's nice, dude.
I know, dude. We went to dude, this is great. We went to an AA meeting and my dad was hammered.
Yeah.
Hammered, dude. And in AA they have like the circle talk, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you're supposed to be like respectful and like wait for the other
Crisscross
person.
applesauce.
Yeah, and like you're like supposed to do it in like turns,
Yeah.
right? Like each person tells their like story, you know, and it goes in like order. My dad just hammered in this AA meeting, just like interrupting everyone's story to like point to me and be like, "That's my son," and I'm like, "Dude, shut the fuck up, dude, please." And then I end up fist fighting him in the fucking.
You're like,
parking
Dad, you're
lot of
ruining
the-
my heroin high right now.
You're ruining it. You're harshing my mellows, dude. Yeah, and then I ended up fist fighting him in the parking lot of a hospital. Yeah, and there was like paramedics that were coming up afterwards. I'm like holding my dad. I'm like on his back like a cop.
Yeah.
And they're like, "You all right?" Like they're talking to me, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, it's just my dad.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You know?
Yeah.
I got it under control."
Wow,
yeah,
dude.
good. And that's when he was in his 60s. Yeah, that was 5 years ago. I was doing that. So he was 68,
ass
and I'm
5 years
fist fighting my dad, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, good times, man.
Yeah, I've never fought my dad.
That's good.
Yeah.
He shouldn't disown you, dude.
Yeah,
And if
no.
he does, go fucking fight him, dude.
Dude, I could not fight my dad. He would kick my ass just by looking at me.
How do you know?
'Cause like he's got
You
that
don't know
look in
until
his
you
eye.
try, dude.
Try and go
You
fight
gotta
my
challenge
dad.
him like like an elk, you know?
I feel like my dad, like he gets me to shut up just with words. Like
Yeah.
if I walked in, I was like, "Dad, I got something to say," and he'd be like, "No, you don't." And then
He would
just be
talk
like,
you out of
yeah,
it. He'd
yeah,
lawyer you out of
Yeah.
it.
I'd wind up with like 2 years and a $500,000 fine. Process.
Oh man.
I went in there to kick my dad's ass, and now I'm on probation.
I didn't even touch him.
Now I can't go within 20 feet of a school.
Yeah. You're like, "Look, I won in criminal court, but he beat me in civil." Like I'm like OJ, dude. You know? Oh man.
But my dad is a
But
softie.
they didn't like the stand up. That's what we were originally.
Yeah. Well,
talking
so the thing is, they've just never heard me say the word "cum" in a sentence. They also don't know that I've ever smoked weed in my entire life. My dad, growing up, told me at least once a day, "Don't ever do drugs. If you ever do drugs, like I'll stop
sue
talking to
you."
Yeah.
I'm gonna sue
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
in the next week, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. So, but they're coming this weekend.
They
so I'll
never
hang out
they
with
ever
them.
catch you jerking off?
Well, you know, they never
Like
they never
know you
would've-
have come, right?
Well,
They're like pretty sure.
I've never told them I do.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
your
so I
mom
just-
was like probably smelling your underwear at some point, you know.
Oh my mom sniffs my underwear for sure.
Just like, you know.
Yeah,
just
like
so
all
she can-
moms do,
Yeah,
right?
just so she can get off, you know.
Yeah. Well, I really hope they listen to this now. I really hope they tune into this.
This is why we do this, you know.
Yeah. For David to reveal his very violent, traumatic life in front of a room full of people, and then
That
for me,
I was actually being told earlier that I'm too mysterious.
really.
What do you think?
I mean,
I think I'm mysterious in like a sexy way, you know.
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
You're like,
But yeah, no.
is it
I gotta talk
sativa
about
or is it indica? I don't know.
I gotta. What?
I don't know, dude.
I
Like,
gotta
that's-
talk about myself more often.
Yeah.
I guess I'm starting to have more of my like self in my act. I guess
yeah,
there's a little more going on.
yeah. Do you want to switch chairs at some point?
So our necks balance out, so it's
Yeah.
not straining. No,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
All right, dude.
Yeah. So did they send you a message? Did you talk to them on the phone about the stand up?
No, like, well, I just like honestly haven't really talked to him since. Like I like sent the stand up to my family. I was like,
At
hey,
all.
check this out. I recorded a set and it's really good. And then the reaction was not what I expected, which was silence from my parents. Well, I guess I don't know. That's to be expected, probably. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it is. It could be perceived as vulgar. That's the thing that I feel like they don't know, though, is that like that comedy is like kind of clean for what goes on in like the Sacramento comedy.
I was gonna
scene.
say I've always said Sam Hochhalter could work cruise ships. No, but that's fucked up, man.
No, I'm sure it's fine. Like it's just new to them 'cause they're from the Midwest and like
Yeah.
they're old.
Yeah.
It's just they just it takes them a while to get used to stuff.
I mean, we were having a
their
conversation.
baby boy comes. Their baby boy smokes marijuana and like well,
They
doesn't
can't handle
anymore.
it, dude.
Yeah.
Even though you're like 23,
yeah,
right? How old are you?
I'm actually 23. Yep.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
I see. I know you.
Yeah.
But damn, dude. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this earlier. Is like, I get less. It's less of a thing for me when people don't like my stand up.
Yeah.
As far as like, I'm like, oh no, they don't like me.
yeah.
It's more of like, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna like them.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like growing up. Did you have like a good? Like you and your parents are fine until this.
Yeah.
This is like the first major hiccup.
Yeah, the major hiccup came when I was like, I want to be a stand-up comedian. They're like, oh, that's cute, and then I kept doing
Yeah.
it.
They were like, but accounting.
Yeah, yeah. They were like, how about that
So
graduate
they weren't
degree?
supportive out of the gate.
No, they were very supportive. It was
Oh.
just when I was like, I want to make a career out of this. They were like, you need to think about that.
Yeah.
You need to put some thought into that.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally reasonable. I think, like,
Yeah,
they
don't
just
take
want
their side.
to make sure. Well,
I'm just kidding.
I still want my mom to take me shopping at TJ Maxx, so I gotta make
You're
sure I'm
Max-
on their side.
You're Maxinista, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta get it in.
Yeah, I need new pants for work. I want to get brunch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a very good son this weekend.
Yeah, you could tell them someone else wrote those jokes.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell
Oh,
him you
don't
did.
do that.
Yeah.
What?
My friend David, he made me do it all. The podcast, comedy, everything.
Yeah. If I wrote it, you would have opened with the cum. You know.
I did open with the cum
Oh.
joke. Yeah, that's the
I don't
first
know, I
thing they
can't-
heard out of my mouth.
I can't really help you there, you know.
Yeah,
'Cause I actually thought my mom wasn't gonna like it, and she did like it.
really.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I don't know.
maybe you just got like a really supportive.
She's cool
mom
with
or whatever,
death,
yeah.
you know. Well, like actually, 'cause I was trying to, I've been like slowly testing my mom to see how dark she can get.
Yeah.
And I told her this, like, so I went over, it was like right after me and my girlfriend started dating, went over to my dad's house, and he's like, oh, his only question ever is like, do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
And this is the first time in like years I could be like, yeah, I do actually.
Yeah.
He's like, let me see a picture. I show him a picture, and he's like, I was hoping it was gonna be a naked one. And I was like, all right, dude. I hope they take your other fucking kidney, right? And so I was like, I said, I thought that, and then I was telling my mom that story,
Yeah.
and I was like, all right, Mom, I'm about to get really dark. Told her that, and she thought it was hilarious. I was like, thank God you guys are divorced. You know, you get my comedy that way. You know?
Yeah. Well, that's a very heartwarming story.
Yeah,
about your-
good times.
Yeah,
you
about
know,
your parents.
they'll come around.
Yeah.
You'll get 'em
Yeah,
to come
yeah,
around.
for sure. Should we get into the video at some
Yeah,
point?
how
here,
long?
or-
I mean, how
I
long?
feel like we
are
were almost out of time, honestly.
We do this. We have a tendency. Oh, we're good. We got
Alright.
20 minutes.
We got 20?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, let's start a video though.
Yeah.
So you want to introduce it? Do you know what we're doing? I kind of brought it to
I have
you.
a vague idea of what we're doing.
All right. That was the most North Dakota thing I've ever heard, dude.
Vague.
Vague, yeah.
Vague.
It doesn't rhyme with bag.
Well, what we're doing is we're gonna view.
Oh shit.
Oh shit! We need John's finger. Is that what's
No, I
happening?
got it.
Oh great.
Just,
Well, what we're doing? We're gonna watch a Hodge Twins video, and I've seen the Hodge Twins before because I too have been an insecure 18-year-old male, and so I feel like I've gone through the phase of like I need to get big and I need so that I can like get laid and people will like me and
Yeah, instead of like working on like oil rigs and stuff to make us men, we watch shitty YouTube videos. We're like, I'm a man, you know. I have YouTube.
one man
blog.
who has braces. I cannot get over that.
Well-
He is a man. He is an adult man with braces. The Hodge twins. So as their namesake suggests, they are twins. They are two very large individuals who like lift weights, and they teach you how to lift weight. We like to make fun of people who lift weights. I'm noticing about the podcast for
Yeah.
like those who haven't seen previous videos. Like what we. Dave's just fucking with his microphone now. He's just.
I got it.
Yeah.
No, they're very beautiful black men.
They
have
are.
blue eyes.
They are beautiful.
Everything except the braces and the two small T-shirts are pretty good.
And their political views.
And their political views. They
Yeah,
do stand-up. That's like their main gig now is like they tour and they do stand-up. And they started, I know this was brought to me by another Sacramento comedian.
Yeah.
But yeah, he said that they started with like workout videos, which is similar to Elliot Holtz,
Yeah.
which is another like workout guru guy that,
Yeah.
because I used to watch his videos when he would work out.
Yeah.
And apparently these guys are doing something similar where they start with workout videos and they're like, all right, now you know how to curl. Do you want to know how to oppress women? You know, that's what we're going to do next. That's the next workout we're doing. So they've done a video that, 20 seconds into these videos and I was like, yep, this is what we're going to watch, you know?
Yeah.
Because we're starting to create like these character types that we have in this like motivational podcast. You
Yeah.
know, we're starting to see like kind of a similar thing, but they're different people.
Yeah.
You know, like just like Elliot Holtz, these guys have like very right wing, very, 1950s-esque views on a lot
Yeah.
of things. And
And they make a
who
lot of money
better-
off of it.
Who better than a 1950s man?
And we should be making a lot of money off of right-wing 1950s
Hey,
views.
shout out our one donor on Patreon.
Yeah.
We're making 33.5 cents a month now from the show
Thank you to
and
that
it's
one donor.
because of you guys, you know?
Yeah, because of listeners like you.
Listen, yeah. But so
Can you
these-
reach the laptop right now?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
All right.
So these guys, Hodge twins, they work out. But like who better? This video they're going to give first time tips for women. So they're giving like tips to women for their first time having sex because who better than a 1950s man than to teach women how to come? That's just right up their alley. So let's see. Let's jump in here, see what these guys have.
Well, this
to
could
say.
be useful information for everyone in the room, I think.
Yeah, I still haven't had sex, so this will be
so
perfect.
this is going to be good.
Title of this email.
So we can never get more than 5 seconds
Yeah.
into any of these videos without something pissing me off. So he's just like flexing. They're doing like this weird like where he's like the guy in the background's like the hype man. I don't know these guys' first names, but they do this weird thing where like one of them introduces the thing and the other one's like hyping him up the whole time and just giving him little like just little shit like that. But he's just flexing on the camera,
Plus, he's got braces.
Yeah.
An adult male with braces. You know when I had braces?
How old are you?
When I was 12. When I was fucking 12 years old.
Yeah.
I had braces.
Well, dude.
Look at this guy.
He's got to fix those.
He's got to be over 30.
Dude, how are you gonna chew up labias with just regular teeth? You got to stick braces on it.
Yeah, dude.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna shift that.
First time advice for women.
First time.
Yeah, we gave advice for men, man.
For virgins? We talking virgins?
Yeah.
This is the creepiest thing. This is the creepiest thing.
Virgins, nothing I like more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hate the way he started picking at his shirt when he said first time advice for women, and the guy in the back starts picking at his shirt. That is the creepiest creepy guy thing to do. Is just start picking at your clothing.
My nips are getting hard just thinking about women.
It's like it's a little cold out for those kind of shorts.
Crazy,
Start
dude.
picking at you. The braces.
I'm going to give
dude.
advice for the women. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Well,
Hi,
then-
Hodge twins. I'm an 18-year-old virgin, and there's this guy I really like. Hey, she sent a picture? Oh, man. Shit.
Jesus Christ, dude. 31 seconds in, and they're like, let me see the tits, though, dude.
They show the picture. It's Billie
God.
Eilish.
It's Billy, yeah.
I just turned 18. all
He's like,
these creepy guys on the internet keep posting about my picture of my TikTok.
He's like, the only thing I like better than 18-year-olds is 16 and 17-year-olds. Am I right? God, dude.
We've had a thing for about a month now, and it's gotten to the point where I want to have sex with him. However, I'm really nervous.
That's good, man. You didn't reach that point, huh? You said, damn, with all this damn virgin shit, I want a pair of nuts hanging out of me.
It's like, dude, calm down, dude. She's fucking 18, dude.
Virgin's a pair of nuts hanging out of me.
What an image.
Yeah.
Can you imagine describing sex that way? Like, oh, how was your night? Dude, my nuts were hanging out of 2 girls at once, dude. It was crazy. I've never heard it refer that.
He's been with other girls before, so at least he has a little experience. I have none. So that's a good
They're
thing, man.
always, too, doing the, like, male model, like, poses while they're looking at the camera. Like, the other one's talking, it'll be, like, something really serious. Like, so my mom just died. And he's just like, yeah. I look good, though, right now, right? Don't I? Let's talk about this.
2 virgins in the bed together? That's just a fucking accident waiting to happen. So, I guess I'm just worried that I'm going to fuck it up or you can't fuck it up. Or be really bad or something. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, don't overthink it. All you gotta do is sit there and just lay down. Now, vice versa, if you was a dude.
Dude. He's like, all you gotta do is just be lifeless. Ideally, you're asleep.
If you lay still, eventually they'll go away. And
by the time we're having sex, you better be asleep or the drugs have kicked in. Either way, I want you lifeless.
And then they'll leave, and then your mom will pick you up.
Oh my god!
And then you're gonna dye your hair purple.
Yeah.
And you're gonna start wearing crystals.
You're gonna put your phone into one of those bags that prevents it from getting reception. So no one. Did you tell anyone you're coming here? Did you tell anyone? Make sure no one knows where you are.
Then you're gonna start going to open mics, and you're gonna start dating stand-up comedians after that.
I mean, that's very kind of you to call them stand-up comedians. You know?
And the girl was experienced. Yeah, the dude could fuck it up. Yeah, but basically all you gotta do is just lay down. Just lay down and make like them noises when he makes good sounds. Don't do anything fucking weird like
I've never heard those noises, but I've seen videos where they make those noises.
You're gonna feel like you want to be silent the whole time.
Yeah.
But what you're gonna want to do is make noise so that they keep going.
Look, it's gonna be really hard to scream when my hand is over your mouth.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's just your first time though.
Jesus, dude. This is great advice, though.
Or fucking roar or start barking or anything. That's the only way you could fuck that up. Yeah, so I guess I'm worried that I'm going to fuck it up or really bad or something. Do you have any advice on the subject that might put my mind at ease or any do's and don'ts for women regarding sex based on your personal experience? Any do's or don'ts? Yeah.
Pretty much do, just like let me and my brother hit both at the same time. That's a do. That's how they do give me like
I love that pause where he there was nothing happening and he just had that 1 second of lucidity where he was like, what the fuck am I doing right now? Am I really about to give advice to an 18-year-old woman? And I really have no idea what I'm talking about.
It's all from their perspective.
Am I about to say this?
Yeah, she was even like from your personal experience. He's like, ideally there's a mirror in the room so I can look at myself. That's I'm hoping for. But it's so creepy because this is the first twins. It's so creepy when twins are like grown men, grown women, and they're still doing everything together.
Yeah.
Like the Sklar brothers.
Yeah.
You know?
Who are the
they're funny. They're funny, but at a level it's like weird that they're still together all the time. You know? Or like the Lucas brothers.
The Lucas brothers? I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Yeah, they're twin stand-up comedians, and they had like a show. It's actually not. They're funny.
Huh.
Like I'm not gonna take that away from them at all. But it's just at a level. It's like start doing your own thing. You know, they're wearing the exact same shirt, different colors. Like it just creeps me out.
That's a good point.
Creeps me out.
I just told you, man. Don't bark like a dog. Don't growl. Don't do no crazy off the wall shit. You know what she needs to do? Well, see, I would
say yes.
Tell you if he grabs your head, y'all said no, go and do it because he's grabbing your head for a reason. You know what I'm saying? But you might not be into that. You know?
Wait, are they going straight into? They're going straight into hair pulling? Is that what's happening?
Well, no, he's saying that he's grabbing her head to give him a blowjob.
Oh, okay.
Because that's again, it's from their personal experience. So he's saying
have you ever had
look,
that?
This is what I do. All right, he's gonna grab your head. He's gonna grab it hard. You know, that guy works out a lot. He's not gonna let go.
Yeah. Have you ever had that done? Have you ever had your head pushed down? You ever get your head grabbed?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's kind of,
But it's like already past the point. It's not the first time.
Yeah.
I've never done the first time. That's for a very select group of people. Are you grabbing heads the first time?
Oh yeah, dude. Always. Always.
I
Yeah, you know
I
me.
could tell by the
Yeah.
flannel.
Yeah.
Well, that's
She
what she
said do's
said.
and don'ts, man.
Yeah, she said
I
do's
say
and
this-
don'ts. Because if I'm
You're overthinking it, man.
no,
You're overthinking
no,
it, man.
when I'm with a girl, man, I grab her head, man.
See?
And she, no, I don't do that. That's gonna piss me off.
Of course he does.
You don't want to piss him off. So if he grabs
You
your
don't want
fucking
to
head, you
you
go.
don't want to enrage him by saying no. This is their
Well,
advice, dude. These guys need to be stopped. 1.3 million subscribers. Listen to this.
And the best part is it's all men watching the video, so they're like, "Oh, okay."
No, I mean, this is probably one of the videos that's higher, like more women probably listen to this.
Oh, can we check the
'Cause-
Google Analytics on that?
Yeah, I'm just guessing, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's first time tips for women, you know.
Yeah.
So I only
Yeah,
clicked it 'cause we were gonna make fun of it.
Yeah.
Suck him off. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute, man. She ain't never sucked nobody
No,
off.
you know what? Hold up.
No,
No,
we
wait a minute.
overthinking this shit, man.
Look, okay, look here. Let me slow it down. Look here. Just have in your mind what you're willing to do that first time.
She already knows she's a virgin, right?
Yeah, hold up. Let me give some damn advice, man. Why the fuck you cutting me off, man?
She's probably already done sucked some dudes off. That's why she's still a virgin.
Man, what is you talking about,
slut
man?
You
shaming.
know how
As
them
well.
virgins do, man. You know, to keep from having sex, they go ahead and suck their boyfriend off or give him a hand job, foot job, something.
Man, I can't remember what the fuck I was gonna say, man. Oh, I remember.
Oh, that distracts you, man. Them foot jobs and hand jobs and
Yeah, let me tell this damn girl, man. So before you
tongue jobs and
lay down this dude, have an idea of what you're willing to do and what you're willing not to do.
like you
You know
should
what I'm
be
saying?
willing to do several positions.
Right.
I mean, nothing crazy like the wheelbarrow or anything like that. You know? I mean, that shit's crazy, you know. Or get on a swing.
Dude, they're like 13 years old, dude.
Yeah.
It's like giving tongue jobs and foot jobs and
They're laughing at that blowjob in a sentence.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
I mean, so are we, but
giving them American jobs. I mean,
Yeah.
Set and start, you know, or a damn yoga ball and do that damn yoga ball shit. You know, you should be willing to get in the bed, doggy style, missionary, from the side. You know, that's all you need to do right there. That's what 95
you
points.
see, if I was
Now
if
I'm
I was
saying,
gonna have sex with you, see, I'd do it from the side and then doggy style and missionary.
what did he say?
Meanwhile, the other
my
brothers in
nuts
the
would be
back
hanging
just
outta
like
ya.
driving a Hot Wheels car on the wall.
It's like a
What to do? They don't do all that damn wheelbarrow.
Okay, look here.
again with the wheelbarrow.
Finish damn email.
That's this guy's go-to, dude.
I just keep putting it off in my head because I'm so nervous. I really
Jesus.
like this guy and I wouldn't want to ruin the dynamic of things.
No, you ain't gonna ruin it.
Would really appreciate if you could do a video response. Shout out from me.
It's gonna kind of suck because that shit's gonna hurt at first.
Okay, let's take this as she ain't sucked nobody off. She ain't even gave it a
We
hand job.
forgot about-
She ain't did none of that. Let's just take it from the base. She ain't did nothing.
See, are they like? I haven't watched enough of their videos, but they're like doing like a weird back and forth. It's like this is something you guys could have talked about beforehand, you know?
Yeah.
But instead, they're just like, let's just throw whatever at the wall.
Yeah.
He likes going to that wheelbarrow too, dude. That's his favorite position so far.
I don't know what
He's
the
like, I like all
wheelbarrow is.
positions where it makes the woman an object. That is my favorite. You know, wheelbarrow.
The kitchen cabinet.
Okay.
It's where you It's like you're slamming a kitchen cabinet closed. Like you just got home from work and you're really angry because of your
Look,
job.
I'm dishwashing her. I'm fucking stoving
Taking
her.
out the trash.
Oh man, that's what he calls coming.
Nothing.
Yeah, he ain't gonna want her to do all that, man.
I'm just saying, she's a straight up
He
virgin.
just want to go inside, lady nuts. hang
This is
out.
what you do. This is what I'm gonna give you
Let the
for some
nuts hang
advice.
out.
You need to go to a free porn site, right?
Man, that's bad advice, man.
No, hold the.
He's being, as much as I'm angry about this,
Yeah.
the guy in the blue shirt, the guy on the left, is being somewhat reasonable.
Yeah.
A little bit. I mean, he's
Yeah.
still the wheelbarrow thing, but like, he's at least being like, look, that's probably not good advice. Is to like watch porn for the first time. You know,
Yeah. You have unreasonable
bad.
expectations of your first time.
what's like
You'll think it's gonna be 8 black guys. All who work at a pizza shop.
Yeah. Look, it's gonna be my first time, so I'm really nervous. I don't know anyone, but do you have a friend that could hold the camera? I know that's seems to be a big part of the whole thing, you know?
I really want to have sex with my new boyfriend, but I'm waiting for my sink to break so I can invite him over to fix it.
Look, I can't have sex with you. You're not my stepdad.
So I just get stuck in the dryer? That's what I do?
Is that what I
come have sex with me?
Man, fuck you, motherfucker. Why can't I
Man, chill the fuck out.
I can't even finish the goddamn call?
Calm the fuck down, man.
I'm trying to help
He's like, go
Yeah.
lift some weights. Go bench press.
Just getting
I bet these guys are super.
We can't finish this video. We got to work out now.
we gotta lift something.
Oh. Fuck your virginity. I got to go squat. Start squatting. Yeah.
Oh man, he's like, look, they're gonna tell you that creatine makes your dick not work. I'm gonna tell you that's wrong. You know?
crazy, man. You tell this girl to go down porn website, man.
Look at that neck vampire.
Man, we better clean this shit up.
Just punch
Look
it in the
here,
camera.
man.
Just
Go
punch
to
it.
that porn website, right? But you don't want to. You gotta go to that site where I would give you the site name, but I can't do that. Just do a search, Google,
Free
Right.
porn websites.
something like that, right? And go to the amateur section. You don't want that high def, high gloss,
Look.
high
Yeah.
production porn. Because
It's like, look, those girls are gonna be doing things that you'll just only dream about doing. You know, you want to go to the amateur
Then
ones.
you're going to be let down, and so is your boyfriend.
Yeah, the shaky videos, man. Oh, it's like, let me
You want that porn that's filmed on Russian dash cam footage. He just drove by someone getting fucked on the sidewalk. And the guy just stopped and recorded it
It's
for
like,
2
this
hours.
is perfect. Did you
Yeah.
you need a taxi ride? You know?
that's fake.
They got the
girls.
lighting, got light kits out and shit. And
Shit's fake.
Yeah,
you
shit's
go to the amateurs because a lot of times, like the boyfriends, they'll record their girlfriends. They don't know it, and they'll upload that shit to a website.
that's it.
That's the hit.
He's like, look, it's my favorite type. I actually have a website if you guys want to know. Where I do all of these same things. I'm like Dennis from It's Always Sunny, dude.
Hidden cams, but you go to the hidden cams. You go to the
The hidden
amateur-
cams.
Told you, dude. That
Dude.
dash cam footage.
These guys are giving great advice,
Yeah.
actually, you know? Like, where can I buy one of those cameras, actually?
Yeah,
That's
right.
real shit. That's real life.
That's
shit.
just real life shit, man. You can see girls sucking a man off, and see you can learn from that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Look how they doing it.
Look, you can
Yeah.
learn
Yeah,
with
look.
that. Look,
You too could be on a Russian sidewalk
yeah. You
sucking
too.
some guy off at a bus stop.
For only $1,000, you could do this too. You know? He's like, look, why are you even having sex with your boyfriend for the first time? You know how much guys will pay for that?
You know what I'm saying?
That's true, man. That's good advice, man.
But
I gotta hand it to you, man. I had my doubts at first. I had my doubts when you said go to porn website.
Okay, was
Alright.
that
It's
planned?
This
Was
shit's
that
getting
planned
fucked
that
up.
he was
Back-
going to disagree?
It feels so fucking fake.
That felt planned, dude.
It's like that. I can't remember the name of the Netflix documentary, but it's like where those two like twins, like one of them loses their memory,
Yeah,
and then the other one has to like tell him that their mom was actually like horrible,
yeah.
and they like sit down. It's the most staged like bullshit. I was like into the. You seen that? You don't think so? The conversation? Oh, I felt so acted. How do you know? It was gut wrenching. So
What are we talking about right now?
Okay, so there's like a Netflix documentary where this guy, like one of the twins, loses his memory,
Yeah.
right? So he doesn't know, like he forgets all of his childhood, the whole thing,
Yeah.
and then pretty much the whole documentary is about like centered around the brother is now gonna tell the twin that lost his memory that for their
Why
entire
would he tell him?
Well, that's the whole thing. That's the whole
Well,
documentary.
wait, it was like a traumatic childhood, right?
Yeah, this mom.
Yeah,
was
don't
like,
tell him, dude. Just let him live in blissful ignorance.
Well, they were starting. That's what he did.
Oh, did I just
For like
that's the oh
That's the documentary. So for like
Oh.
many years, this guy's like lying to him.
yeah.
But then their mom dies, and they're like going through the mom's stuff, and they find like sexual pictures of the two kids, and he's like, "Why are we, like naked?" And then he has to like explain the whole thing. But it felt. You think it's real, Colin? dead real. I think they had the conversation first. Tell me who I am. There we go. Yeah, but it felt like it was like they had already had the You believe it? Do you smoke weed? Oh man. Well, 'cause anytime I smoke weed, I think everyone's acting. 100%. All right.
I think it was fake.
Am I a monster? No, it felt it felt so rehearsed. I was like, this movie was so good up until the point where they're like sitting down. No, all right. You gotta see it. Sam.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah, you finna give some fucked up advice, but man, right now, that's some good clean advice. She gotta go to the amateurs. Yeah, go to the amateurs, to the hidden cams.
Like amateurs.
What else? Just and just lay down and make nice sweet noises. And make sure you smell good. And just make sure you learn how to do it on while you're on top. Because some girls get on top and think it's a goddamn pogo stick. I can't stand that. They try to rip your damn dick off.
Dude,
This ain't no damn
I do
pogo
not have a
stick.
big
You
enough
gotta
dick
arch it
for
back. You
anyone to
gotta do some
pretend
rock.
they're on a pogo stick. I have a big enough dick. It's like a coat rack.
Yeah.
That's about it. You can hang something with
Like a-
very
I
small.
feel like you're tech decking, like a
Yeah.
fingerboard.
Yeah, I got a small feature.
That's the biggest toy that you would compare
jib
it
spot.
to. Yeah. Oh man. Well, we gotta wrap it.
Do we? I don't know, but
We got a couple minutes, Jesse.
you can tell us it's over if you want.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Well,
we
yeah,
can
I mean,
probably wrap it
they
up.
pretty much just do
Yeah.
the same thing for the next minute.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it's just
They just
this is
continue to be
bullshit.
dumb.
It's bullshit advice by a bunch of people.
They're still doing this. Actually, they're still being dumb.
Oh, they make.
Yeah.
Dude, they make
Just
so
even
many
when
of
they're
these
not
videos.
recording videos, they're
Just
just
in
in
this-
life being dumb.
This life advice video playlist is where I found this. There's 38 of these types of videos.
Yeah.
Some of them range from like 4 minutes long to like some of them are 15 minutes long,
Yeah.
and they are giving the most awful advice, and it's millions of people subscribe to this. That's why
Oh.
we're here though.
Why are there millions of people subscribing to that when they could be subscribing to this podcast?
Which you should do.
Yeah.
You can find us on all major streaming sites.
Yeah.
Unmotivated Podcast. Follow it on Twitter.
Yeah. We got a new logo.
We have a new logo.
Yeah.
We're doing what all the rappers are doing now, all black.
All black, baby.
All black
Juicy J,
everything.
Kendrick Lamar,
There we go.
all of the rappers. That's all of them.
Uh,
All two of them.
yeah, all two of them. We have a new logo. You can follow me. Nobody Likes David.
Yeah.
You can follow Sam at Sam Whole Culture with 2 H's.
I got like a friend boner when you pronounce my last name correctly. Just want you to know that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I've heard you say it a lot. So,
Well,
'cause now that you host an
well,
open mic,
people hear me say it and they still get it wrong.
they
so.
can follow us.
Yeah.
Make sure if you like the podcast, rate us on iTunes, rate us on Spotify.
1 star.
If you really, 1 star, I don't care.
Yeah.
Just give us a rating.
Yeah.
If you really like us, donate to our Patreon. The Patreon's just look up Unmotivated Patreon. We come up. You can email us at unmotivatedpod@gmail.com. Any
Yep.
questions, video suggestions, we really appreciate that.
Yeah, we should do a video like this. 100 subscribers, $100 on Patreon, and we'll do a video in tight, fitted, off-brand athletic shirts.
Okay, and we'll give.
Giving first-time advice to men.
All right, that sounds good. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, $100 on Patreon. We'll make a video.
All right.
Thank you guys so much. Thank
Yep.
you guys, everyone in the audience,
Yeah.
even though it's our friends.
Thanks, audience.
Thank you guys for supporting
Yeah.
us. And we'll be back next week. Yeah.
Yeah. Then we're just done, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, it did. Standing in front, just shaking your act.
It says they have 2.8.
Take you backstage, you can drink from my glass. Talk about something you can sure understand. 'Cause a month on the road and I'll be eating from your hand. Sweet emotion, sweet Sweet